Beloved, I leave you with one word today, which it would behoove all of us to become more acquainted with for our betterment. It's something that I've had to learn and I've wrestled and grappled with, but I'm coming to understand that there's peace and hope in living and embracing this word. And that word, beloved, is acceptance. A lot of us need to accept the reality of how our lives have turned out. The truth and the reality of our lives. And everything that goes along with it. We actually can walk into the favor and the purpose that the Most High does have for us even before we leave this life. Salvation has already been afforded to us by His grace. But what He has for us moving forward, we can more readily embrace that and be present in that moment if we can accept the reality of what took place before. A lot of us need to lean into acceptance today, even if that acceptance means that a lot of this stuff that we're suffering is by our own hand or choices that we made. I pray that somebody's praying for Shepherd Man, because somebody got to teach this truth. Sure, absolutely, for y'all Bible scholars out there that just don't want to let this settle in your spirit. Because this isn't a discouraging message. This is an encouraging message when you look at it and all that it emphasizes. Sure, there absolutely is the instance in Scripture. Luke chapter 15, verses 11 through 32 to be exact, where the Christ tells his parable about the prodigal son. See, we got you. See, what about that? What about his end? His end was more blessed than his beginning. Yeah, you got a parable of the prodigal son, where the wayward son is restored in the end greater than before he left his father's house and squandered all of his inheritance. See, that's my story. That's what I believe in. But, it's a conjunction. Hold on, beloved. Isn't that a perfect analogy? Because that's what it was ultimately. It wasn't a true instance. Christ, it was a teaching moment. So he was sharing an analogy. That's what the parable was. And isn't it a perfect analogy of how grace and salvation works regarding the everlasting redemption of the soul of the believer? I'm not saying that the Most High ain't going to bless us, but he has blessed us. If you die from disease, but your soul is saved, you're going to live forever. We're not putting this in proper context because we want to believe in a pipe dream where we can ask for forgiveness and none of the stuff that we've done has any impetus. That's just not reality, beloved. And some of us are drowning because we won't deal with the fact of Scripture as it is written in orthodoxy. These parables of the